So we all have that list of things driving us crazy around our home, right? Even though I rent, I still see things every single day while I'm walking around that I want to get to, but I just keep putting them off. Things like the ugly air return vents, a missing closure on a medicine cabinet, light bulbs that are just bringing the wrong brightness and color temperature to a room, to just bare, boring looking windows and builder grade features that I honestly am kind of just tired of looking at and living with them. So I am going to start addressing them. We are going to be checking things off the list one by one because we got a lot to do. As you can see, I have filled up a page right here. And basically we're going to be undoing the landlord special around my apartment so that we can make living here just feel so much better. And by looking at this list, we have a lot to do. So let's go. So the very first area on my list that I want to address is the living room curtains. I mean, come on. This looks so bare right here. And you guys even commented when I put this out that I didn't put it centered on this wall. That was completely intentionally. That's because I wanted to one day add some curtains right here. And so that day is finally today. I'm gonna cross it off the list. And I love the idea of adding curtains because it's going to really just give these basic builder grade blinds a major facelift. And since I get a lot of questions every time I hang curtains, and a lot of you have asked for renter-friendly ways of doing so, I got these command curtain rod hangers that we're gonna use to hang the curtains because I wanna get that custom curtain look, but I wanna make sure that we're keeping it totally damage-free. A big thank you to 2 Pages for sending me curtains in order to do this. I decided to go with the Liz because I think it's a beautiful, just timeless linen texture. And it was very hard for me to decide which color I wanted because, well, we have kind of like a creamy white wall here. I have kind of a taupe color carpet. I feel like as renters, we're often limited by the landlord special color palette that we deal with. So at first I thought, well, I could just do like a white, but that just felt a little bit too basic. My second option that I was weighing in was burly wood birch, but it just wasn't giving me enough contrast. So I think the color that I picked out is going to look really, really good. It is dim oak gray. This was a nice enough neutral that it added such good contrast with just all of the features that I was already kind of having to work with. Okay, so here they are. And I got 2 sets, one for each living room window. I can already tell that these are going to add just the right amount of warmth and texture that this room needs because it's so boring and just beige in here. So I really want to get these hung up because I think the transformation is going to be major. So one of the things to make this look more designer and also will hide the fact that we're using command hooks is by putting one of the rings at the end of the rod, so then the curtain will go around it. It'll look really nice. These already look really, really good. However, I do wish I would have hung the rod up just ever so slightly higher to the ceiling. I just think this rod needs to go up like a ½ inch and these will look really good. So let's redo it. absolutely love how these look. And I got them in the pinch pleat with the memory training so that they just look perfect immediately out of the bag. Oh my gosh, they are so pretty. I am just loving how much this has already transformed this room. It just feels so different. It feels like home now, and I'm not just looking at basic walls with basic looking blinds. I'm gonna leave them up for now though for privacy purposes. We can address them later. This already has made such a huge difference. And I also now want to get some sort of art to put above the couch because I just think it looks a little bit bare now, and it's gonna look so pretty. It's gonna tie the whole room together. And if you love the look of these 2-pages curtains, I do have a special discount code for you. If you use my channel name, Actually Alli, you can get 22% off your purchase. I will leave that in the description box as well as the pinned comment so that you can check it out for yourself. But in the meantime, we have a lot more that I want to get done today. I have a few more things that I want to check off the list. So let's keep moving. So I'm gonna head into the dining room because the next thing that I wanna address is this light fixture right here. I honestly hate this chandelier. I don't think it's very cute, but the one thing that's bothering me the most about it right now is this. This is just awful. I mean, okay, so obviously you can see we are missing 2 light bulbs in there, and that is because when we first moved in, it actually was like a terrible, cool light that was way too bright. So I tried switching it out once with warmer light bulbs, and then that was too bright, and honestly, it's just been bothering me. So we need to cross this one off the list. So I went and got the thing that you need to actually fix a chandelier, and that's just a couple chandelier bulbs. And I think that this is going to make the difference because I don't want massive bright lights when I'm just trying to enjoy a meal. I know swapping out light bulbs probably isn't particularly interesting, but it's just like those little things that can make such a big difference and add up when you are trying to make a place that is temporary or not your own feel like home. And so I just thought it might be just a good thing to show, like these little tiny things that make a big difference. And obviously when I moved in, there were already light bulbs in this fixture. I could have just left them and just lived with it, but I was kind of just getting tired of living with all the things in here that didn't make me happy, that didn't make this feel like home. And so I'm just trying to finally get to them and do those things. And I just feel like something as small as a light bulb is gonna go a really long way. So let's see if that made any sort of difference. Oh yeah, that's like a million times better. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I think this is just gonna look so much more gentle, softer in the evening. Yeah, that made a big difference. Why did I put that off for so long? That is one more thing off the list, and I'm now gonna head outside for the next item. And it's actually one I've already completed, but I thought it would be worth mentioning here in this video because it kind of inspired doing this series, and that is this screen door that we added. I installed this before we did the patio makeover, and it has just made all the difference out here because it's just nice to be able to open the door, get some fresh air moving through, and also so we can come in and out and enjoy the patio so much easier. It was a really easy install, and I'm very glad that Alex and I decided to do it. So if you have just a solid door that goes out to your patio and you wish that you could have a screen door instead, I would actually recommend this because I wanted to test it out a little bit first before I gave my recommendation. I'll be sure to link the one that I got below. It's from Amazon, but they have a whole bunch of different varieties that you can also go through, like even ones that you can get custom made to fit to your door, but this was just like a generic size. And it's held up pretty well. I'm gonna give you a closer look just so you can kind of see how this is working. So here you can see the screen door, and it just slides open just like this. And you probably saw, if you saw my patio video, I was already using it in that video to come in and out. And so one of the things is we did have to screw it in here at the top, and you are supposed to screw it in down at the bottom. However, the wood here was like really rotted out, so we weren't able to do that. So I actually ended up using some nano tape and stuck it here to the door frame, and it's not perfect. It's totally not holding up like really, really well, but it's doing the job. I think if I added a little bit more, it would hold just a bit better. But so far, so good. It has held up through some severe weather. It's held up through the heat and everything like that. So this was just such a nice addition to add. I have one last detail that I want to get to today, and it is this switch plate, which you guys got very upset that I did not change it when I kind of fixed up this area, made it more functional. So today is the day. I am going to replace it, and I think it's going to make this entire corner right here with the new curtains look a lot better. So here's the light switch plate that I picked out. I just think this is so pretty. It's gonna definitely match a little bit better in this area right here. I'm also very excited because Alex got me this pink screwdriver, and this is my first time getting to use it. All of the light switches and outlets look like this throughout this entire apartment, and I'm kind of on a mission to switch as many of them out as possible so that they look just a little bit better. I think that every time I look at one of the light switches that I have switched out, I smile a little bit because it's those tiny details, and it's one of those just easy things that you can do, that you could take it down, replace it with something that you like a little bit better, and then you could put this switch plate back up when it's time to move out. It's just such a simple, small change that I like to do anytime I'm living in a rental. Ew. Don't like the fact that there's a bunch of dead bugs in there.
You want to shop back those out?
I don't know what I want to do about that. Then I'm just gonna stash the little screws and the light switch plate away in a little, just drop one, in a little plastic baggie. That way I don't misplace any of the parts when it's time to move out, and put this back up on the wall. I almost forgot to cross the screen door off the list because I already did that earlier, but I thought we'd feel a little sense of accomplishment if I put it on here and we crossed it off together. And I just feel really good with what we got done. We got 4 things done off the list, which I feel pretty good for doing all in one day. There's still, though, as you can see, a lot more that we need to get done. So if you want to see more of this series, more undoing the landlord special, let me know down in the comments, because I've honestly realized that waiting for the big room makeover in order to do some of these little things that are bothering me just doesn't make sense. I could start doing them now, and then they would be done, and then we could focus on the big room transformations as I slowly work my way toward them. I do have a really big room coming up soon in a few weeks, maybe months. We'll see how the process goes, but it feels good to just start getting some of these things done. Now, if you want a whole list of big and small ideas that you can do to transform your own rental or own home, I will link that up on the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out 2 pages with the link in the description box, and I will see you next time. Bye.